God is the one that elects and establishes rulers. He lifts one up, he can pull one down. Let no man deceive himself. Promotion only comes from God. Therefore, if you want to be divinely promoted, you must connect yourself to God. There was a woman called Hannah in the Bible. Hannah went through a lot of things. She suffered. How many of you know about Hannah? Who is Hannah? Tell me, who is Hannah? Mother of Samuel. Thank you, Apostle. Apostle, you heard this morning, no? Heavy. Mother of Samuel. Hannah was mocked. God delayed giving Hannah a child because God was looking for a deal maker. Most times, delay is not denial. Understand, there's a difference between delay and denial. God delayed Hannah because God wanted to prepare. He wanted to prepare Hannah to be able to make a deal with him. And God delayed to a level that Hannah went to God and said, Father, Lord, God of the heavens and the earth, you are the one who owns anything. Let's make a deal. Let's talk. Let's make a deal. I want a child. You want a prophet? Because I know you don't have a prophet in the land. I know. Because how do you know? I say, I see now. They see what things happen around here. There's no prophet. Eli is a failure. His sons are failures. All the prophets are failures. Priests are failures. There's no prophet in the land. You don't have a mouthpiece. You don't have no mouthpiece. Your kingdom here on earth, your people, they are dying. They are being defeated not because you are weak, but because your people are rebellious people. They disobey you. They don't have a leader. You need a leader that will lead your people. I will give you a leader if you give me a son. Deal? God thought about it. This man there, right? I don't have a prophet. There's no leader. There is no one who can communicate my mind any longer to the people and put them in check. There is no one who can direct and lead them. They have no leader. That's why they're misbehaving, because they have no shepherd. But this woman has promised to give me a shepherd and a leader. If I give me a son, I think that's good enough. It's a good deal. So the Lord performed a miracle. Miracle means divine intervention in natural affairs or laws. God performed wonders. Maybe she was marked not to have a child, but God said, even if she was marked to be barren, I hereby open the womb. And God said, because you decide to give me a prophet, I will use you as a channel to bring one of my best prophets here on earth, a divine higher being. I will use you to bring the person here. You will guide the person so that the person can be able to succeed on earth. And the Lord opened her womb and put the seed of a prophet inside her. And she carried that seed, just like the Lord opened the womb of Mary and put the seed of a Messiah inside her. And she carried the seed of a Messiah, and she gave birth to a baby, not knowing that she gave birth to a God. That the person she just brought here is God himself. Because God needed the channel to be able to come here. Because it is only the womb of a woman that is the legal channel to enter the earth. It is only a woman's womb that is legally authorized by God as a channel of entry into the earth realm. And she brought forth God. A God was born. And when Hannah yielded herself to God, a higher being, a divine being was born, and he was named Samuel. And that being had the mandate of God to put order back in the land. And once again, because of the coming of that being, another higher being called David was born. And that Samuel guided David till David became a great king who re-established God's utmost authority in Israel. God is a God of wonders. Men cannot understand the mind of God and the ways of God. You only have to find out your own role in the big game, because it's a game. There's a big game going on. There's a massive game going on. Find your role and stay there. Find what God has called you to do. If you have not found your place in the bigger picture, then you are living a hopeless life. You must find your place. Hannah saw that my job now is to raise the prophet. So Hannah trained his son Samuel in the ways of the Lord, and he became one of the greatest leaders of all time. He was one of the greatest prophets ever lived on earth. Till tomorrow, one of the greatest. You can rank Samuel about the level of Elijah, at the level of Moses. That's the level. He was a great prophet. That level. There are a few of them, that level of Elisha. There are a few of them that operated at that level. At that level. Who even when he died, and one sorcerer went to go and invoke his spirit. Some of you don't understand what happens when somebody dies. When you die a sinner. Your soul is captured by the powers of darkness, and they will keep your soul, the mental energy, the energy from your soul, they will keep it for their own purpose. When you die a righteous man, your soul will be kept by the angels of the living God for God's purpose. You don't know. So when they say your ancestors came, demons harvest that energy, that soul, and use the energy in that soul to manipulate. So it's not your ancestor that came. It was a demon that took the mental energy of your ancestor and appeared to you, and you think it's your ancestor. No, it's not your ancestor. It's a demon. If your ancestor dies, a godly person, angels can use that to appear. The energy is kept. So one demon thought, I can use the energy of Samuel. And they want to go and conjure things so they can invoke the energy of Samuel to deceive the king Saul. When they invoked the energy of Samuel, tried to use the soul of Samuel, Samuel himself appeared. Because he was too powerful to be used by any demon. So, okay, he won't use me, Abby. Perform. I will show you, say I'm more powerful than you. So when they conjure things and a demon tried to enter to use the mental energy of Samuel to appear to Saul, Samuel knocked down the demon. Samuel knocked the head of the demon. Samuel killed the demon, destroyed the demon, and appeared himself to speak to Saul. And the sorcerer was terribly afraid because she didn't meant to invoke Samuel. He wanted to use the mental energy of Samuel, but they were too weak. There's a level you get to in life, demons cannot use you. There's a strength you build. They cannot, when they call your name, they will see fire. They cannot oppress you anymore in the dream. When you are dreaming, when you are sleeping, and somebody go to a coven and invoke you, fire will appear. You will appear that place as a consuming fire and destroy all their coven. They will not call your name, try to invoke you. There's a level you will get. But when you are spiritually weak, any small demon can use your mental energy. They can toss you around.
Watch full videos on YouTube at Pastor Emeka Nwokolo. And don't forget to subscribe and share the word with others. God bless you greatly.